morning, Suzanne Challenges. Today is Monday the 20th. This is Malia
and Sasha
with your weekly video broadcast.
Did you watch the jazz concert last week?
Yeah, it was great. Let's take a look back.
It was a concert that we did on Tuesday night from 7 to 7:40 where the jazz and choir played 4 songs each. The 4 songs that we played was the first one, which was My Dinner with Ronald. They all have super cheesy names. The first one was My Dinner with Ronald, which I soloed in. Then the next one was Bossa Madeira. Then after that, they did a song. Then we did Jammin' with Charlie. They did a song. Then we did Uncle Milo's slideshow. And they did a song. Because I like soloing in front of people, and it was just an amazing time to play in front of a bunch of people.
The choir concert is where 7th and 8th graders sing, and you perform it for your friends and family. We sang some songs from Smallfoot, which is an animated movie for kids, and a couple songs from the Beatles. My favorite part was when my friends and I, the 8th graders and my other friends in my period, we dressed up as Yetis and we came out onto the stage and started dancing.
A couple weeks ago, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders attended the Europe trip, and so take a look back.
Here's teacher feature.
Okay, so the first question I have is how many bytes are in a gigabyte?
How many bytes are in a gigabyte? Like 1,000?
That's a trillion. 1,000 trillion. Sorry. Let me redirect.
Final answer?
Final answer, 1,000 trillion.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
It's about 1 billion. It's yeah.
About 1 billion. Ooh, okay, good.
What's the difference between a hard drive and a SSD?
SSD is a solid state drive, so it doesn't really have anything spinning within it, so it won't be flimsy, or it's more likely to be safe if anything happened to it. And you can easily take it out too. You just pop it into new laptops and they're just ready to go. They're way faster too.
That's correct.
A hard drive is a device that usually is inside the computer, and sometimes they're external, but normally, and it has a disk encapsulated that's a spinning disk, and that disk is physically hard. It's made of a hard material, and it usually stores a lot more memory. And an SSD is solid state, and so it's also encapsulated, but it has no spinning disk.
Okay, correct answer.
Awesome.
Okay, third question. What's the quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula? What? Oh shoot, why did you tell me this? A squared minus b squared equals c squared.
Wait, what?
Wait, you mean the square root plus or minus the square root?
Yeah, that thing.
Of, oh shoot, what? This was 6 weeks ago.
2 months and 2 weeks.
It's on the board. I completely forgot.
It's not, it's negative b plus
Oh wait, now negative b plus or minus the square root of 2ac or something. No. Yeah, it was a bad idea. This is a terrible question. I just remembered this 5 chapters ago. And I was laughing.
I do give up.
Yes.
The quadratic formula. Oh my gosh, it's been 20 years since I dealt with the quadratic formula. Okay, let me think. Oh man, it is really cool because you see, Albert Einstein used to live near the Adriatic, in the upper quadrant of the Adriatic. He'd sail the sailboat, so the hypotenuse of his sail, see, it would catch like a slipstream of air, and so he developed the quadratic formula from that. And so he'd meditate, and that's what kind of his hair got freaked out because of that slipstream effect on his hair. And so he went with E equals mc squared, energy is mass times the speed of light squared. But that all works with the quadratic, but you gotta be careful, because the quadratic, it can freak your hair out if you think about it too much. Work.
What's the difference between direct and inverse variation?
Well, one's direct and the other one's inverse.
What's the formula? What's the equation for?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm a history guy first, math second.
Direct and inverse variation. Okay. Oh, that's amazing feature. The direct and the inverse variation. Let me see. Okay, sometimes parents have twins, you see. And so they have direct and then they have inverse variation. So for example, me and Mr. Thigpen, you know, we look completely different. But we were born as twins, actually. And, you know, and so that's the inverse variation theory. So sometimes twins can be identical, direct variation, inverse variation, me and Mr. Thigpen. Of course, he's a smarter one, you know.
Y is equal to kx and y is equal to k over x.
Oh, I knew that.
Are sharks mammals?
Oh. They don't have eggs. They are mammals. They have to be mammals.
No.
They are not mammals.
Why not?
Because they aren't.
Drama went to Disneyland last Wednesday. Let's find out why.
So we're going to Disneyland to perform. We're going to participate in a workshop and learn a few things and then going on rides and stuff.
Yeah, just like the workshop and like the experience of performing at Disneyland and also the dance.
The Renaissance Fair is for 7th graders to learn about the medieval times. Let's see.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. I have a beautiful city.
Renaissance Fair is a time to do things that people did during the Renaissance, like dancing and games. The dancing was actually very unorganized. People didn't really do what they were supposed to do. Overall, it was okay. Probably, I feel like you should be able to pick who you want to go with during the dances.
Take a quick look at who won awards at the Challenger Breakfast.
Till I get up.
So once a quarter, we ask teachers to nominate students that are showing great character based on our change standards, which I have up here.
It's one of our newer traditions where we want to recognize students for being good human beings, for following our challengers for change, for our change standards. And we just want to say, you know what, you're great, you're amazing, we celebrate you, we're proud of you. Just want to recognize them for being good humans. And the breakfast, the purpose of the breakfast was to allow their parents to come in and celebrate with them and see their child get that honor.
As always, clip of the week.
Yes, may I help you?
I used to live here.
Yes, may I help you?
I used to live here.
Robotics recently had a big tournament.
Let's see if our challengers robotics team placed.
Last week is Concert on the Green.
Concert on a Green is a concert that we do at Walnut High School where the 5th graders, the 6th graders, the 7th graders, 8th graders, and the high schoolers, we all get together and play for our family. Well, we played, I think, 6 songs, and then at the end we all played a song together, all the grades. I think my favorite part was playing the ending, Sousa Spectacular, because all the grades, again, got together and played, and we all got to play different parts than we were assigned.
3, 2, 1.
After today, there will be 8 more days left of school.
This has been Malia
and Sasha
with your morning broadcast.
Stay tuned for this week's announcements and have a great week, challengers.